I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it,
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's carry number one for Jordan Howard. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
Let's go. Great. Hey, exit.
To throw is Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things that I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
From the 36, Winston. And Winston lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. 3rd and long for Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down. Hey. White.
4th down, Winston. And that is going to be incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it'll bring up third down.
Here we go. Waiting. 45. They get in with us.
To throw, it's Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. No score after one on EA Sports.
Here we go again. Watch tight end. 40.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Ready. Flip.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
Following the interception, Winston. That's caught by Howard. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Levante David in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And some room to work. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 74 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Jones. That good for 22 and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jameis to throw it. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
X3, 218, jump.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a 1st. Wentz now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bucs going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. He's got it complete to Perkins. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Wentz now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Wentz to throw again. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Wentz now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now, Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
Sunday. Pilot, 64.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Winston. He completes it to Evans. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And it is incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm willing to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz, open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Wentz now on first down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Wentz going to throw. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now Wentz again. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Got four down. 80 weapons. Sunday.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside there to make the grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Let's go. Great.
Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Winston throwing complete to Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
To throw, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. From the red zone now, Winston. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Throwing is Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Throwing now is Wentz. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Let's go. Hey, switch gears. Wait.
He's back to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Winston to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long, well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go, kid.
And the blitz does come. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.